is 30 Papa Oscar 070, I repeat, 30 Papa Oscar 070. And the operator name here is Jose, like Juliet Oscar Sierra Echo. Back to you.
Okay, Jose, well, nice to hear you. And yeah, I'm using, and the name is Darren, Jose. The name is Darren, Jose. And I'm sure we have worked before. The name is Darren. You're about 5 and 7. I'm only using radio power here, maybe about 10, 12 watts. And yeah, it's a Cobra 148 GTL DX. Cobra 148 GTL DX Mark 1, as you can tell by the Roger Bleep there. The same Roger Bleep as you, the Mark 1 Roger Bleep from the Snake Radio. And I'm using the Astatic 575 M6. I just come into the shack, Josie, and I had my ICOM radio on. And I heard you call, so I rushed to turn the Cobra on to see if I could contact you, QSL.
That's great. I'm very thankful there. It's nice. It made me happy to hear the same bleep. Yeah, great. You're sounding very well. I have to say that the radio is absolutely flawless. So you're sounding 5 stereo. Very clear. I'm very clear. So your Cobra seems to be well adjusted, because it's sounding absolutely perfect. I think there is no way to improve the audio. Oh, that's nice. Mine is the Superstar 360 FM Mark 1, the same board as yours, the Papa Charlie 879, I think. Oh, that's great. You don't hear any of these rigs nowadays. There is a local station 50 kilometers from home that owns the same radio. But you don't hear this one very often, over?
I turn it on. I keep turning it on regularly, but I don't use it as much as I should really. But I always turn the radios on here in the shack just to let some power go through them. As you know, they're very old radios, especially this one's very old. And you're 5 and 9 here at the moment, and on this Mark 1 radio, the needle is quite lazy, so you're booming in here. The QTH is Tenby, Tango, Echo, November, Bravo, Yankee, Josie, in the southwest coast of Wales. And I'm sure we have worked before a couple of times through the years. I remember your radio there and always sounding terrific. Josie, a question for you. I'm recording the QSO, recording our QSO, and I do have a YouTube channel. Would you be okay for me to upload to my YouTube, QSL?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Thanks for asking about permission, but in my case, absolutely. I always think that every time we are on the air, a lot of people can be recording for their YouTube channels, but in this case, absolutely. I'm very happy to hear myself later on YouTube. Yeah, I can remember, Darren. Yeah, 163 Oscar Papa. I can remember. Maybe we have talked some months ago, but yeah, I do remember perfectly that we have talked before. Oh, that's fantastic. The sound is awesome. I didn't hear MK1 for months or almost a year, but I am amazed how good it sounds on the air.
Yeah, QSL, well, your radio sounded fantastic. It is, Josie. Sounding fantastic. They're nice, clear audio. And I tell you what I put it under on YouTube so you can write it down. I shall put it under 30PO070 Spain into Tenby, Tango, Echo, November, Bravo, Yankee, and it will be Wales, Whiskey, Alpha, Lima, Echo, Sierra. So it will be 30PO070 into Tenby, Wales. And if you put my call sign 163OP110, you should come across the YouTube channel. It's all for radio fun, not to make money, just for radio fun. And there's no edits, it's all raw. It's all raw. I'm not clever on computers, so it's all raw with no edits there, Josie. A beautiful day here. We're at 25 degrees, believe it or not. 25 degrees, blue sky, sunshine. It's a tremendous day, and I'm glad I just popped into the shack there just to hear you coming through so well there, Josie. So hopefully you've got the info about the YouTube channel, and you can check it later on. I will upload it shortly, and you can hear your station, QSL.
Oh, that's QSL, Lauren, much appreciated. Yeah, I really love hearing the same radio. As you know, we cannot hear it when we are operating the radio. So that's nice to hear that, and it's very strange to believe. I think I think Uniden made this board and quickly improved it. I think, yeah, this was the first version with FM. I also own the Superstar 360 non-FM version, and it's dated 1980 July. I think the invoice is from 1980 July. And this other rig, the FM, came out, but they quickly improved.
Josie.
I think they improved the FM audio. You know, this one sounds a bit dark in FM, to say that. So it doesn't have too much bright on the sound on FM. I think they improved the FM as well as the frequency generation. The oscillators inside are a bit different for the MK2 board, and the bleep is the standard bleep. But this one is more unique, to say that. In my case, I'm using the stock microphone right now. I also have a Turner Plus 3 around, but mainly I am using this one with the stock microphone. The aerial is a vertical antenna 5/8 wavelength, and I'm also using a ZTAG amplifier, which is delivering near 70 watts. But I have to say that your radio with the stock power sometimes is picking 5759 on my needle, over.
Yeah, QSL. Yeah, well, I'm only using it's about 10-12 watts there, just the stock power on SSB, and we've got the static power microphone on it there, so it drives it a little bit better there. So it's just, and I'm using the vertical at the moment. I'm using the serial 2016 vertical, and it's about 10 meters over ground there. When I did come into the shack, I had my ICOM radio on, and I had the hex beam pointing into Europe, and I heard you, so I switched over to this Cobra there, turned the ICOM off, only because I heard that bleep and I wanted to see if we can make the contact. And as you say, it's a very distinctive Roger bleep. It's not like the Mark II there. It's got that very distinctive Roger bleep that you don't hear so many over the airways nowadays there. On this video on YouTube, I actually have a Superstar 360 FM directly above this radio. I don't have a microphone in it at the moment there, but I've turned it on. I've actually modified it a little bit. I put a built-in frequency counter, and you will see that in the YouTube channel, Josie, when you see this video uploading later on. You can see the 360 Superstar I have here. I've actually did a little bit of cutting the face, and I've actually put in a frequency counter into the 360 FM, but you'll see it on the YouTube there, Josie, if you look later on there. And yeah, so what's it, the WX radio? You have nice warm weather over in Spain. I suppose it's nice and hot today, but I can't believe the temperatures here. I've got the shorts on, I've got the vest on, I've got the sports vest on here. It's that hot, QSL.
Okay, that's QSL. By the way, I have just switched to my Turner Plus 3 microphone. Maybe you have noticed some difference, you will tell me later. I hopefully it's not taking some RF, because I needed to put some ferrite on the cables, because it was prone to get some RF. Hopefully not now. Yeah, the WX here is, I think it's exactly the same, quite strange to say that. So we are suffering kind of heat wave here for the last 4 or 5 years. Sorry, 4 or 5 days. We have now 25, and the humidity is quite high. But for the last days, we have reached 32, 33, 34. It's expected to be around 35 today. But it's really annoying, especially during night time, because the builds are getting a lot of sunshine on the roofs, and then during the night they are kind of acting as how to say that, as a radiator. Not sure if that's the right word. And then during night you are experiencing a very, very annoying temperature in rooms, so it's quite annoying. So it's absolutely sunny at this time, no cloud in the sky. And the worst about this is the forecast told that this will be remaining for the next days. So we don't know what to do. Bear in mind that we are on the Atlantic side. I am on the Atlantic Ocean. By the way, the city name is Pontevedra, like Papa Oscar November Tango Echo Victor Echo Delta Romeo Alpha. I'm very close to the Portuguese, to the northern Portuguese Spanish border. And then we are used to more rain, to more wind, to bad weather. But lately, things are quite different. So we are a bit strange by this situation, and it's really bothering sometimes, especially yesterday. And I think today will be the same. When you go outside, the heat is It's like you were in a different continent over there.
Yeah, QSL, yeah, well, your audio is very, very punchy. I don't know if I've moved frequency or not there because the radio's still warming up, it is there, Josie, and thanks for that information. And yeah, in the night time, when it's very hot in the day, in the night time, it's, yeah, we have the windows open. We have the windows open, it's very hot in the house here, and we don't have air conditioning into the property here, only the windows is our air conditioning there. Josie, can I do a little test? Can I switch over to the Superstar 360 and tell me the frequency again? I think, are we on 27.675? Are we 27675? Because I haven't got a counter on this radio there. I had to flick through very quickly and find you, so I haven't got a frequency chart to hand there. I've got one in a drawer somewhere here in the shack, but to hand it's not here. I just need to change the microphone over and just turn the antenna switch on the Superstar to give you a call. Over.
Oh, that's great, absolutely, yeah. I think your frequency drifted a little bit to slightly below the 675 now. I had to move the fine control to the left, almost half way. But anyway, there's no problem because I'm hearing to you perfectly right now. And yeah, for sure, you can switch to the Superstar and then we can see how different does it make. Yeah, this is 27.675 right now.
Okay, Josie, I don't know if I may be off frequency. I've just turned the radio on. It's not been on for some time there, so I'll give you a little count to clarify me in. Josie, this is the Superstar 360 FM, the one that I have put the frequency counter in, and you will see it on the YouTube video. It's just sitting on the top shelf here. So this is the Superstar. Hopefully you're clarifying me in. Okay, Josie, over.
Oh, that's great. Absolutely clarified. Yeah. So you just use the fine now because I just moved my frequency a bit upwards, but just slightly. I think maybe not sure. I'm talking to you as I say by ear, but maybe you are I think less than 100 kilohertz. So maybe 50 kilohertz up or so. But anyway. Nothing to worry about really, because you know these radios are not always exactly on frequency, as the oscillators are not perfect, and you know. Anyway, you're sounding very well. I think the audio sounds as clear as the MK1 Cobra, but maybe I could go, if I had to choose, maybe I could go for the Cobra in terms of audio, but the 360 MK2 is sounding absolutely perfect. And the Roger Blip is the classic standard unit Roger Blip, not as personal as the MK1, but it's sounding very well. So I can see that you are taking good care of your equipment. Over.
Oh yes, yeah. I'm a bit of a collector, Josie. I like collecting radios. Yeah, I try and get the good ones in good condition and all that there. But I did cut this one. It was a really nice radio as well, but I wanted to put the frequency counter in it like you see the Gentech radios with the counter. So I have a 6-digit frequency counter in the face of this one. You will see it on the YouTube channel there. Once you check it out there, you'll see it. But I think I'm moving frequency here also at the moment. It probably takes maybe 30 minutes to warm up a little bit there. Right, one more test if you don't mind. I'll give you a call on my ICOM, Josie. Is that okay? Over.
Yeah, for sure, you can do. I'm just expecting how that radio is sounding, but I'm expecting it will be sounding flawless as all icons. But sure, you can switch to that radio.
Okay, Josie, I don't know how you receive me here now. I'm on the ICOM 7610. This is the ICOM 7610, and I'm actually on the hex beam antenna now. I'm not on a vertical, I'm on a hex beam. And I'm only using the radio power. I don't have amplifier on at the moment. QSL?
I think you were using a vertical before. You were picking 5.7, 5.8. Really 5.45. But the signal dropped to 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. But I have to say, I have to confess, but I think I could go for the EM radio's audio. In this case, the icon is sounding perfect. And I think the
unions sounded a little bit brighter.
Yeah, I'm actually getting you better on the vertical. I'm getting you better on the vertical. I've went back to the Cobra. I went back to the Cobra Mark 1 here now, Josie, so the vertical is doing better than a hex beam out in the moment, which sometimes happens, and I had more power with the ICOM as well there. I was pointing about 120 degrees, yeah, not far off towards Europe into Spain there, but it just shows you you don't need power, and you maybe don't need a directional antenna sometimes there, but yeah, this is me back onto the Mark 1 Cobra there, Josie, over.
Oh, that QSL is sounding well, fantastic. Yeah, the icon was sounding fantastic as well, but I think it was a question of the antenna, of the different antenna. That's why I heard the audio slightly different, because sounding softer means sometimes that it's sounding maybe not so bright as the Cobra. You are putting 5759 on the last over, so it seems that the conditions are very good. That's amazing, and just for the last test, I would like to switch to my Cobra 2000 GT. I have to confess that I'm a kind of collector as well. So I got a couple of Ham International Concord 2, the High Gain 5, Midland 7001, and maybe some other radios over there. Yeah, a couple of President Lincoln. Well, one of them is the Lincoln, and the other is the Uniden 2830. But I also have my Cobra 2000 base station. I just fixed it this week because it had a broken crystal. It was curious because it's not very often that crystals are prone to fail, but in this case the 113258 crystal inside was bad, and the radio was drifting a lot, and then I replaced the crystal, and seems to be quite good now, despite it has to warm up for some minutes. Just wait for 20-30 seconds there, and I'm switching to the Cobra right now, over.
Yeah, QSL, I'll be QRV, I'll be standing by, Josie, standing by, over. This is what radio's all about. Let it be 11 metre, amateur radio. Radio's radio. Enjoy it, respect each other, that's all it is, it's good.
I am operating with the Cobra 2000 GTL right now, base station. Probably it's not in frequency yet because it needs to warm up at least a quarter hour. But hopefully it's sounding good. Back to you, Gary.
It's sounding fantastic, sounding fantastic. I just moved the clarifier a little bit there, and we have you tuned in, no problem. That's what the clarifier's for. I know a lot of operators say, oh, you're off frequency, off frequency, off frequency, but this is why you have the RIT or the fine course there. To clarify, this is the reason of radios having clarifiers. I did have a Cobra 2000 a couple of years ago there. If you find my YouTube channel, you will see some of the radios I've owned and some of the radios I still own, Josie. So I hope you find the channel there and comment on it. Do you have a pen there, Josie? Do you have a pen you could write the channel name down, QSL?
Yes, sure, I got it. So, let me know, I'm just writing.
Okay, it's called Ham Radio, Hotel Alpha Mike, Romeo Alpha Delta India Oscar, and CB Radio, QTH, Tenby, Tango Echo November Bravo Yankee, and Wales, Whiskey Alpha Lima Echo Sierra. So it's Ham Radio, CB Radio, QTH, Tenby, Wales. That's the name of the channel. So hopefully you'll find it there. But I'm going to upload this video there so you can hear your station, your 2000 Cobra, your 360, and you'll hear the Turner when you put the Turner microphone. But your Cobra 2000 sounds fantastic there, Josie. Compliments on that there. It sounds as good as an expensive HF radio, QSL.
Oh, that's QSL. Thank you very much for the compliments, Darren, about the Cobra. Yeah, I'm very happy with it. After some checks, I realized that maybe the best sound was the Superstar 3 System K1 as your Cobra 148 GTL XM K1. once I tested some of them, the Cobra sounds good, but I think people told me that the...
Have this mic on it there, Josie.
But anyway, I'm happy to hear that this is working pretty fine despite the radio is from 1971. This was one of the first units. You know, the Cobra 2000 was made on Taiwan, ROC, and later on Philippines, but this one is from Taiwan. And it seems to turn out that the early versions are a bit better than the later versions, is what I heard. So that's fantastic. Sure, I will be spotting ham radio, CB radio, KTH, MV World. So I got it here, so I will be checking. Well, it was a big pleasure to me talking to you. It was very nice that MK1 board Roger Bleep once again after so long. So all the best wishes to you and family 7351, and you stay safe. You enjoy the day with this nice and warm weather. I'm looking forward to talking to you in the near future. I used to talk a lot with Tommy, 163 Juliet Radio 252 from Was as well. I think last week I was saying hello to him. So hopefully we will be talking again in the near future, as the conditions used to be quite good between 163 and 30. So all those wishes are much appreciated, and for sure I will be spotting your channel to hear my radio over.
Okay, Josh, it's been a pleasure. Very enjoyable QSO. And the video will be over 20 minutes long, so I'm surprised and happy that the propagation has lasted so long there. It just shows you that the propagation is improving as time goes on every year now. Josie, it's been a pleasure. Enjoy the weekend there. Enjoy the Whiskey X-Ray, the sunshine. And please comment on the channel. Subscribe if you wish. You don't need to, but just comment to let me know you've seen the video. I'll start uploading it in the next 5 minutes here, and it'll probably take a bit of time there because I'm using the Wi-Fi connection. I'm up the top of the garden here in the Radio Shack. So 30 Papa Oscar 070 163 Oscar Papa 110 in Tenby, the seaside town in Wales. Been a pleasure, Josie, and hopefully be crossing tenors again real soon there. All the best to you and the family, mate. Till the next one. Gracias, amigo.
Oh, thank you very much. Very much appreciated. Sure, I will be spotting and checking your channel. So it will be a pleasure to see some of your radios in action. Thank you very much, Lauren. You take care. Talk to you soon. Thank you, guys, and take care of that amazing Cobra 148 GTLDX Mark 1. They are becoming rare nowadays. Thank you.
Cheers, 73. Good luck. So that was a really good, enjoyable QSO with 30 Papa Oscar 070 over in Spain. And was what a couple of times, I think it's a couple of years ago, I just remembered the distinctive Roger Bleep there. So yeah, it was a good wee test there, enjoyable one. 73, hopefully all's well wherever you are in the world. 73.